And as they gear up for this challenge on the road, a look at the Cavaliers. These guys mean business. The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. The Bulls have some great chemistry this season. Nikola Vucevic is again playing with DeMar DeRozan after they were college teammates together at USC. Vooch says it's one of the great things about team sports. You meet so many people and you never know who you're going to build friendships with. Kevin?
A new phase of their friendship. Great story, D.A. Thank you. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. In at small forward and power forward, it's Okoro and Mobley. Mitchell is out there with Garland. And it's Allen in at the 5 spot. And for Chicago, we've got Garbage Man. Flash out there with Foster. Then it's Mr. Perfect. And it's the bodyguard in at the point.
Looking at this Cleveland Cavaliers team, this is a squad that really wants to get out of that championship team shadow. They want to establish their own identity.
Garland looking it over. Allen kicks to Garland. Shoots. It's deflected. We talked about it, Richard. The city of Cleveland eternally grateful to LeBron for winning them a title back in 2016.
And so is the franchise, but it's understandable why these players want to be given respect on what they've done for this team since he left, especially considering the recent success they've had with this young crew.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
Mr. Perfect to the left wing. A second chance effort. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
That is just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's Allen to the right side. Cleveland moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The 3 from Garland. Garbage man with the rebound. Now the Bulls with it. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Foster. That shot off. Excellent D there from Allen. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Mitchell passes to Allen. Screen by Allen. Shot from 12. And it's Mitchell missing.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
And that one's good, the bodyguard. The bodyguard's got his second bucket of the night. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
Karis LeVert's checked in for Cleveland. Here's Allen. Okoro passes to LeVert. Kicks to Allen. Outside Garland. Back to Allen. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
Fantastic work from Allen, taking the contact on the chin, burying the shot.
And with Darius Garland, the first All-Star game appearance was so special for him.
Yeah, playing in that 2022 game in his home arena in Cleveland. And he played for Team LeBron. That also helped. Garland has some highlight reel plays. He scored 13 points. He's pretty good coming off the bench. He's proving that he belongs with the NBA's best.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Outside Garland. It's LeVert on the wing. It's good from long range.
Defensively, you have to put lots of focus on Garland, so that opens up things for others to get their shine.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's the lob to the hoop, and it's Foster finishing it off.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now, here's Garland. Good.
When you give Garland these looks, he's going to find ways to capitalize, but I love his aggressiveness.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for Foster. The eraser comes in for Flash. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Garbage Man. And it's Mr. Incredible in for the bodyguard. Then for the Cavaliers, Wade, he's checked in for Mobley. Osman comes in for Okoro. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Garland. There's 1:34 left to play here in the first. Now DeRozan. Pass to Duarte. 6 on the shot clock. Allen with the rebound. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Cavaliers. Here's Osman. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. To the paint. Here's Mr. Clutch. Basket good.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Osman. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Hall. There's 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Mr. Perfect. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Inside, Wade. And Wade slams it in.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Z's checked in for Mr. Perfect. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Green's checked in.
One shot.
And Wade, no good on that one. The Bulls with the lead. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Z. Driving inside.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And so the first quarter is in the books. Bulls lead by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Here's DeRozan, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Okay, time now for an injury report. Let's get an update on Donovan Mitchell. What's the status there, David?
Hey, guys, I got an update from the Cavaliers head athletic trainer. He told me that it's a sprained knee, and while he is in extreme pain right now, he appears to have escaped without suffering any tears. They're going to keep him off the court for the time being, and they don't rule out the possibility he'll have to miss a few more games as a result. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Okoro. Darius Garland is out there with Green. Then there's Mobley. And it's Osman in at the 4. Here's Garland after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Z. And that one goes long. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Bulls, Foster comes in for Mr. Clutch, and the bodyguards subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Jared Allen's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Cavaliers with possession here. To the middle. And it's Allen with the jam. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Rick?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
The Bulls have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
The first one falls.
All I'm going to say is a few years ago, I would not expect this Bulls team to be in this position right now. They weren't dominating, but look at what they're doing now. It's a whole new era.
Mr. Perfect, he's checked in for Chicago. And so he hits both. The Chicago team, Richard, has managed to turn things around after a string of 4 losing seasons.
And that's why you never count a team out. A few smart trades, some good draft pickups, that's all it takes for you to ascend the rankings and become a top team in this league.
And the right coach. Clearly, Billy was the right coach for this team.
Oh, yeah, and that too. Definitely the good coach.
So it's Chicago now, after Darius Garland getting his shot to go from deep. Bulls have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
At the line for the Bulls, number 11, taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Flash is checked in for the Bulls. Garbage man comes in for Mr. Incredible. Good on both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland, trailing by 5. And here is Okoro. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And there's the pass to Mr. Perfect. Mobley with the block.
Such long arms. Mobley is tough to do anything against.
Outside Garland. Rebound by the Bulls.
Well, he has such tremendous upside at Evan Mobley, and we've even heard coaches express jealousy that J.B. Bickerstaff gets the coaching.
Young big men usually take time to adapt to this league, not him. Beyond the production, you love his maturity and the leadership by example.
Now, here's Garland. 5 points in the game.
The continued evolution of Garland has been fun to watch. Every aspect of his game continues to grow and get stronger and more confident.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Garland. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Wade, he's checked in for Mobley. Karis LeVert comes in for Isaac Okoro. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Danny Green. All free throws good from Garland. Here's the bodyguard. He has 5. Right wing. Here's Mr. Perfect. And it's sent back by Allen.
Allen with the range and the length to block shots anywhere on the floor.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Now, here's Garland. 7 points in the game. Wade has the open look. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 4 assists in the game. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Who wants a free team? Make some noise, Chicago. Here is your 3-1-2 crew.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Mr. Perfect. He has 6. From downtown, here's Flash. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
So for the Bulls, Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for Foster. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Mr. Perfect. A switch here also for Cleveland. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Garland. There's a minute left in the second quarter. Screen by Allen. LeVert in the corner. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Bulls leading by 4. Down low, here's Flash, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Allen finds LeVert. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Bulls have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. There's the pick from outside the arc. And it's the bodyguard missing. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Cavaliers. Pass to LeVert. With 1 on the clock, he can't hit that time. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Billy, balanced scoring for your team. How pleased are you with the way they're keeping everybody involved offensively?
Well, those guys, I think, have done a really good job of moving the ball and sharing the ball, and they're finding open men and they're willing passers, and I think because of that, they've been efficient offensively.
Open shots tend to be made. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Darius Garland. Guys, what a contribution.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Garbage man out there with the bodyguard. And there's Foster. And there's Flash. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the small forward. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the bodyguard. He drains it from beyond the arc. The bodyguard's got 8 points.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Pass to Okoro. Cleveland moving it around. Garland kicks to Okoro. Mobley left side. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. The 3 from Garland. Hits it from 3-point range. 10 points for him.
Hitting them right back. Garland fires off the 3-point answer.
This is it to Garbage Man. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Bulls have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6.
2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Green's checked in. And he makes both free throws. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Mobley outside. Mobley is screened. There's Garland. A shot, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Takes it inside. And it's the bodyguard missing. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Mobley finds Garland. Shot clock at 6. A slam dunk by Garland.
And I like it. The game plan is simple. Keep getting Garland the ball. It is that simple, and it's working.
The pass to Foster. Foster is screen on Garland. Garbage man, the pass to Foster. Excellent D there from Allen. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Lobbed up there for Allen. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Garland touched it left.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. So for the Bulls, Paul's checked in for Flash. Z comes in for Garbage Man. And it's Mr. Incredible in for the bodyguard. Foster is screen on Green. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Foster's got his second bucket tonight.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
Okoro dishes to Allen. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And that one was on a platter. He won't miss those very often.
Pass to Z.
2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left to play in the third. That one goes. Count it. Z's got 6 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of body there to cover. Mobley using that to his advantage.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for the Bulls. DeRozan comes in for Mr. Perfect. Then for the Cavaliers, Wade, he's checked in for Allen. Osman comes in for Okoro. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Garland. Free throw, no good for Mobley.
One look at Evan Mobley, and you can see he is built for this position. The height, the length, he's got all the physical gifts that a power forward could ask for.
Here's Hall. No points in the game yet for him. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Karis LeVert's checked in for Cleveland. Osman, the pass to Mobley. Good, nice job down low. Mobley's got his third basket of the night.
Mobley is a gifted scorer down low.
This is to DeRozan. Driving to the basket. And the basket is good. And the Bulls lead by 6.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's Mobley. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Steps back and fires. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so LeVert will bring it up for Cleveland. And out of bounds, the Bulls will take it.
Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, number 7.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
DeRozan scanning the floor. The three, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We'll return shortly. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The Cavaliers trail by 6, and so in the game for the Cavaliers, at the guard spots, we'll see Garland and LeVert. Then it's Okoro. Then it's Evan Mobley. And it's Wade in at the power forward. Now, here's DeRozan. Darius Garland missing his last shot. With the second effort, good D by Mobley. Cleveland's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. LeVert the pass to Wade. Back to LeVert. Fires the three. Duarte grabs the board. Chicago leading by 6. Here's DeRozan. True on the 14-footer.
That's his bread and butter, DeRozan. One of the great mid-range shooters in this game.
DeRozan against LeVert. Wade outside. Takes a three. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Some changes for Chicago. Flash comes in for the eraser. And the bodyguards subbed in for Mr. Incredible. And Cleveland with a change here too. Allen's checked in. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
At the line for Chicago, Number 14. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. The Cavaliers trail by 9. LeVert with it. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Okoro kicks to Garland. 5 to shoot. The tray. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Flash. DeRozan passes to Flash. DeRozan on the wing. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Hey, look, when DeRozan is shooting with confidence, he is dangerous, especially catching and firing just like that.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Let's present our New Balance player of the game, Flash.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. The focus of his speech was hustle. He told his players, those guys are going to come at us. We have to match their intensity, and we have to play with a great deal of energy. We're all in here, fellas. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And the shot goes in. DeRozan's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
Working to find the high percentage look. DeRozan makes sure he converts.
Outside Garland to stop the drought. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. It's his 5th basket. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Mobley against DeRozan. To the inside. Mr. Clutch's shot is off. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for Cleveland. 11-point game. Pass to LeVert. He feeds it to Allen. Now DeRozan. 1:27 left to play in the final quarter. Clock at 6. Sweet move. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Wound up there for Allen. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Bulls.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Mr. Perfect.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so here is Chicago. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And it's out of bounds, last touched by Allen.
Substitution on the court.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. They set the screen. Duarte, no good. And they can't put an end to this drought. From deep, it's off. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.